My dad has this saying, if at first you don't succeed, suck another seed. He actually says that. Ooh. Hello. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about the most important thing you can do for your art practice. And that is to make art every day, which is a fancy way of saying be consistent. The best way to get over writer's block or not knowing what idea to go for or what to start on is just to start, to have and build creative momentum. And you do that by being consistent, right? So even if it's just 5-minute drawing a day in the evening after you go home from work, in the morning before you get up and go to school, before you leave the house to go to school, just commit and say to yourself, as a part of my routine, I spend 5 minutes doing a drawing of X, Y, Z, whatever's right in front of me, whatever. But the best thing for you is to start with little steps, little wins, right? The trickling of small rocks that then become an avalanche of creative inspiration and ideas, right? It's just so good for you to practice. Practice, practice, practice. How do you get better at anything? How do you become a master or even a practitioner in your field? You just have to practice. You have to put in the work. So many people watch videos and seek out fast advice on how to get there now, how to get to the top of the mountain. But getting to the top of the mountain is meaningless unless you've put in and committed to the journey to get there, right? It's about the process. So commit to the process, right? My dad has this saying, if at first you don't succeed, suck another seed. He actually says that. Unfortunately, I've completely internalized my dad's dad jokes, but there it is. So I'm going to throw on the screen, as an example, a picture of a drawing that I did today of Chef Pig. So I've got Chef Pig, and I've got these melted looking towers that my older siblings made when I was 5 or 6. We took a ceramics class as a group, homeschooled. And I recently looked on them with fresh eyes at my parents' house and rescued them. So what great source material for a drawing. You can use whatever's in front of you, whatever's in the house, whomever's in front of you, but just commit to draw every day. So here's a video about how I made this into a piece. Okay, so here's what I got. I did this colored pencil and maybe even crayon, definitely Sharpie, drawing of Chef Pig in the wasteland with his little kingdom of towers. Now, the other thing with drawing every day is that the pressure is low. So you don't have to force every single art piece that you do to be the biggest, most ambitious idea. It's just important to try out ideas in low stakes environments so that when you're ready to commit to the big painting or to the big artwork, sculpture, installation, video, sound art, that you have put in a little, you've already set yourself up with a couple different versions of the idea, right? You already have this creative momentum. The juices are already flowing, the inspiration, you're already paying attention to different ways of seeing all of these things. So I encourage you today, right now, after this video, pick up a pen, pick up a pencil, and just draw. I like drawing because it's easy to stop and start, right? It can be a big ask to say, okay, I'm going to paint every day because there's a lot of setup and takedown for the actual brush care and the wet, and you have to store. But drawing, you can just start. So I love drawing for that way. Carry a sketchbook around with you, even if you're just on public transit. There's tons of subjects around, people going about their business with all manner of expressions and attire. You can just jot down a 5-minute drawing of them, and you can fill a sketchbook that way. So get at it. Tune in next time.